Of course, it's been quite a tale, having that interesting first half. Currently, the final whistle just went up, and of course, Bayelsa Queens playing out a 1-0 draw with the Rivers Angels, two neighbors, and just like they had it here in the regular season, where White actually came with his girls and took up that 1 point. It's a quite a tale.
Yes, of course, but the only difference today is that the last game they went in front and Bayelsa Queens had to fight back. But for the game, I must say that Rivers Angels didn't deserve to lose the game because when Bayelsa Queens deservedly went in front and the penalty, no argument, it was a clean penalty because the shot from Messi Omoko struck the defenders and so it was a penalty. When they went in front, the injury to Blessing Abiola, though Blessing was injured before the goal, but the injury to Blessing Abiola affected the midfield. But one thing in particular, the injury or the supposed injury by Jennifer.
you have to use the word supposed, because it looked like it was made by her.
Exactly.
And that our team got punished in that process.
Exactly. I saw no reason why she should be allowing the medic to take out, and immediately they went out. Rivers Angels.
They took advantage of it.
Punished them. But another poor mistake by Angela, the captain. She should have played the ball for a corner kick or throw in, which she didn't. And of course, you can trust Chiamaka Nwfl. So the same player that I mentioned, you can trust her to. She called the cross. Of course, who else? The former Bayelsa Queens winger who just left.
Peter Rita.
Familiar
foes coming back to hunt them.
Of course, she did. She did a very good job by bringing Rivers Angels.
I did actually see her. She was warming up before she came on, and of course, she had this morale. She looked pumped and gingered, and she wanted to prove a point. I think that played to her advantage. She was at the right place and at the right time. Defensive blunder with the goalkeeper, poor communication, of course, no doubt about that, and they were able to get the all-important 1 point. And for Ogbonda White, he seems to be content for the fact that Prosperity Girls did actually control a large chunk of the game. For you, Gracious, what is your take from the game?
Moving forward, you can just say a lot has to be learned from what happened today. First, from the perspective of Bayelsa Girls, if you watch very well, it's as if they were just contented with that one goal, open and thinking time will wind down and they will get the winner. But the game of
football, came up with some tricks here and there, and it backfired.
The game of football has gone beyond that. Go all out for what you want. You can do it. And if you watch the game from first half, like we said earlier, the game was in their control. They should have just go ahead. And so annoying at the point, we saw that lady, you got the chance to move on, you were calling for penalty without anyone touching you. Those are things that you should not allow in the first place. If you shoot, even if keeper was to catch it or so, we will know something good has happened than falling for penalty. It was just as if all the tactics was to secure that one goal, knowing fully well that one goal, anything can happen, even in the diamond, and they got punished for it.
Okay, it's been quite a tale. Today, the one concluded, and of course, earlier today in the morning, we did see Edo Queens proving quite a statement here, beating, of course, the Conference Queens by 5-1 in an emphatic manner. And after that, we saw a goalless draw between Atlant Queens against the Nasarawa Amazoons. And now seeing the Prosperity Girls, Bayelsa Queens, and playing out a 1-0 draw with Rivers Angels, of course. Going by these games, where is the title swinging to?
Well,
is it too early?
Yes, it's too early, but I think my favorite that I predicted to win the competition was actually Edo Queens. And today they showed why why
you actually picked them as the favorite.
Now, my reason is this: when you look at the kind of football they play very good football. They are not scared. Though the last time they came here, they lost heavily to Bayelsa Queens 3-0. But that has been a while.
That's
part of the game, have improved since that. After losing that game, they improved a lot. So you could see that today they did well by beating Confluence Queens. And believe me, I think going forward, I don't think anything will be able to beat Confluence Queens that because they will have to regroup and stuff like that.
Of course.
So Edo Queens do not only have the advantage of 3 points. They are the only team with 3 points, but they also have 4 goals. Advantage plus 4 goals advantage. So when you look at it, Edo Queens are in a pole position, but of course
with 4 games now left to play.
So you can always bank on Bayelsa Queens, of course, to deliver. But I will say it, the 3 players that are missing, it's Etim Ejijong, Moshul Chukurat, and of course their midfield maestro Adelemi that missed this game. Really
quite a
because you could see the
players.
changes that Domo Okara made by bringing in Favour
They did
favor
at some point.
Yes,
I couldn't see that midfield.
Yes,
confidentiality.
He had to play with a
They
central.
struggled a lot.
It's a right back in Blessing who got injured.
Yes.
He moved a centre back. That was why he brought in Angela to the midfield. Also at the centre, he brought in Dagogo, who has been match rusty because I don't think probably she might not be good enough for the team. That is why she's on the bench. Because if as a midfielder you're on the bench and a defender is playing your position, it proves something. And her performance today showed why the coach have no confidence in her.
Okay, thank you very much. Meanwhile, they have just 24 hours to rest before the match day 2 games to take place on Monday. We'll see those games. For you, how satisfied are you so far with the day 1 of the Super 6?
I'm impressed somehow. You know, Nigerian Women League is gaining ground. We're doing better than before.
Yes, absolutely.
But the only thing going forward, each team needs to learn from the lapses. Most especially Bayelsa girls. You know why? Because they are like the major name. If you choose Bayelsa United, National Amazon, and the Rivers girls. So coming into this competition, apart from his own prediction, which is beautiful. They are playing good football.
They are. We've got to give credit to Moses Aduku, of course.
Yes, by pedigree, Bayelsa girls, Rivers, and National Amazon.
It's what
they're more like the men.
Sorry to cut you short. It is worthy to note that the Prosperity girls did go to Edo to win the Super 6. So maybe, just maybe,
like returning favor.
You know, owing to the fact
them.
that Moses Aduku is from the soil and anything is possible.
And from the way they played today,
Quite a statement. I can't really wait to see the clash involving Bayelsa Queens and the Edo Queens. That's going to be quite a clash. Okara against Moses Aduku.
Well, finally, I think before we leave, I have to say something. I must say this is unlike me. For someone who is not a fan of the officials, referees, I must commend the officials today.
They were spot on.
Yes, they were.
Throughout all 3 matches, they were spot on.
You understand? Apart from minor errors, which are normal in football, you can't get everything. So, other than that, the competition, the one has been awesome.
Okay, thank you very much. That's just about the package from the Super 6 match day 1. And it's time to call it a day with Sports Tribe Podcast. My name is Kemebu and, of course, Yakubu and
Charles.
Charles Gracious.